Have you ever wondered about things or attractions in downtown Colorado Springs, Colorado that you might not know about? That's what we're going to cover today. 15 kind of interesting and quirky and historical things that you might not know about in Colorado Springs because you don't know what you don't know. So let's check them out. I connect with people just like you every day to help them discover where to live and invest in real estate and sell property for top dollar when the time is just right for them. My name is Leif Jacobson. I'm an ex-cop turned realtor, also known as Safe Leif. If you're new to this channel, subscribe so you're first to learn about Colorado real estate. My contact information is below. I'm really excited to hear from you. Reach out by text, call, or email after this video, or book a calendar event, and I will reach out to you, whatever works best. So today we're covering the 15 things that you may not know about in Colorado Springs. You probably have heard of some, but I'll bet you haven't heard of every one of these in downtown Colorado Springs. The first 5 are kind of family fun or family orientated. So the first one we'll talk about is Acacia Park, located at 120 East Bijou Street. It's kind of the heart of downtown. There's activities and all sorts of stuff year round that they do in the park. Its original name was North Park, created in 1871. It was the first park in the original town site of Fountain Colony, later renamed Colorado Springs. It's almost 3.5 acres as far as the size. 1901 name changed to Acacia Park. There's ice skating in Acacia Park during the winter months, so it's open annually November through January. Tickets are for a 2-hour session, which are about $10 and includes skate rental. Children 4 and under are free with a paying adult, and sessions are available daily through 9 p.m. for most of December. It's a really cool ambiance if you want to go ice skating in a real ice skating rink outdoor in downtown Colorado Springs. Uncle Wilbur's Fountain is down there as well. There's a splash pad that's open during the summer that's located on the southwest corner next to the playground. It's a pretty unique fountain. There's also a moving sculpture there. There's a tuba player and his pet monkey rise from the top of the fountain to play jazz tunes every quarter of an hour. There are free summer concerts there as well. The second attraction we'll talk about in downtown Colorado Springs is a newer attraction over the last few years that was just built, which is the Switchback Stadium, which is Colorado Springs' professional soccer team. I know Ed Regain, the owner of the Switchbacks. He's a super guy, a man of high integrity, and he was super intentional with Mr. Widener as far as designing and building the stadium in Colorado Springs, which is a huge draw. They don't just do soccer games there. They also hold concerts and other activities and entertainment stuff there. I was just there for a dinner the other night for a local event. So they're known for having fireworks after the games each time during their soccer games, and a pretty decent selection of affordable food and drinks there. The third attraction we'll talk about is the Colorado Springs Pioneer Museum. It's founded in 1896. It's located from the historic 1903 El Paso County Courthouse, across from the courthouse. Preserves and shares our cultural history in town through innovative exhibits. It's a huge historical archive that's available for study, fully accredited by the American Alliance of Museums, and it's recognized only receiving 3% of the nation's museums in the top 3%. There's over 100,000 visitors annually to the museum. There's an annual festival of lights and an open house as well. Each December, there's musical performances, crafts, face painting, and other family-friendly activities. The main building is temporarily closed, currently located kind of an annex next to the main building at 121 South Tejon Street. The fourth thing to check out is the annual Festival of Lights in Colorado Springs. Depending on when you've been in Colorado Springs, this is a seasonal thing clearly, and you may not have known about it. Saturday, December 9th, 2023 is the time frame this year as far as when it starts at 5:50 p.m. Starts at Tejon Street and continues south to Vermijo Street. About 70,000 people attend every year, so it's quite a to-do. Parking can be found in garages a couple blocks from there. Plaza of the Rockies building in Colorado Avenue between Nevada and Tejon. The garage on Nevada and Colorado. The bus barn on Nevada and Kiowa. And under the Antlers Hotel on Cascade, which you'd want to enter from the west side off of Pikes Peak or Colorado Avenue. The parking garage in Cascade and Bijou, or a parking lot at the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Museum at Sierra Madre in Vermijo. Fifth attraction is the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Museum. It's called the Best New Attraction in 2020 by USA Today's 10 Best Reader Choice Awards. 60,000 square feet filled with interactive exhibits, holographic displays, and a vast artifact collection. It's a personalized interactive experience that's tracked for each visitor via Wi-Fi portal. It's a must-see for fans of any sport. It's really good at portraying the whole history of Olympics and Paralympics. Has an on-site restaurant and cafe. Colorado residents can purchase tickets for $5 on most Fridays at almost a $15 discount. Regular tickets are about $20. The next 6 through 9 attractions we'll talk about are for adults specifically. Nothing illicit, but mainly having to do with alcohol. A fun fact, Colorado Springs was founded 50 years ago before Prohibition as a dry city because the founder, General William Jackson Palmer, was a Quaker. Most people use tunnels to go from Colorado Springs into the next door of Colorado City, where bars were plentiful. A nod to the history, there are several downtown Springs speakeasies. The 6th attraction is 3 of the most popular speakeasies. Brooklyn's on Boulder. It's disguised as a men's fine clothing store. Some of their gin varieties are made right on site. Illusion Cocktail Bar. It's hidden in the back of Rooster's House of Ramen. It's a different theme every 90 days. And previous themes include Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and Stranger Things. And the 3rd one is the Rabbit Hole, which is an underground bar and restaurant. It's accessed through a faux subway station stairwell. Decor and menu sticks to the Alice in Wonderland theme. The 7th thing you might not know about is La Burla Bee, which is downtown circus without the animals, quote unquote. Serving dinner and drinks. It's a full-time cabaret offering burlesque shows and dancing parties. The 8th attraction is First Friday Downtown. The first Friday of every month from 5 to 9 p.m. features new art, work, live music, and special events at dozens of galleries and retailers and nonprofits throughout the downtown Colorado Springs area. It's free and open to the public, so it's fun to come wander around and check that out. Participating venues are updated monthly on the downtown website, which is downtowncs.com. The 9th thing you may not have heard of is Rocky Mountain Food Tours. It's originally launched in 2010 as a Colorado Springs food tour by a mother-daughter duo, Karen Kelly and Samantha Wood. It's a new business concept in Colorado Springs, providing a unique culinary experience. It was born in Colorado Springs, but it's now offered around the world, actually. San Diego, Seattle, Charleston, Chicago, Denver, New Orleans, Miami, Paris, Barcelona, Dublin, the Netherlands, and Puerto Vallarta. They have 3 tours that are offered at a 2.5-hour downtown brewery and bites tour. All tours feature 4 or 5 tasting locations within walking distance. You can walk, socialize, and enjoy a completely curated experience. Your tour may include visits to Speakeasys, celebrity chef restaurants, TV featured eateries, craft breweries, artisan food shops, and more. The last 6 we'll check out here in Colorado Springs downtown are more historic focused attractions. The first survey stake in this area was for Fountain Colony, which is later named Colorado Springs. Located on the southeast corner of Cascade and Pikes Peak, there's a walking tour at brochures of downtown Colorado Springs that's available. Tours feature the oldest buildings in downtown Colorado Springs, including number 10, the McAllister House on Cascade Avenue. It was built in 1873. It's the oldest home in the city. It's kind of a Gothic style, dark English cottage. Now a museum and gift shop. It's open to visitors, groups, school tours, and teas. Major Henry McAllister served as a Union officer and was instrumental in helping to establish Fountain Colony, now known as Colorado Springs. They have 16-inch thick walls and steel beams from the basement to the roof, ensured that McAllister House would not only be one of the first houses to stand in the city, but also one of the last, and it's still there. Number 11 is the Hefey Arcularus drugstore at 21 South Tejon Street. I didn't know about this one until I researched it myself. It's built in pre-1883. It's one of the oldest surviving buildings in downtown. The building was recently rehabilitated to reveal the Italianate second floor facade and is redesigned. The ground level storefront is currently Jack Quinn's Irish Pub and Restaurant. Number 12, Robbins On The Corner, 32 South Tejon Street in downtown Colorado Springs. It was built pre-1883 as well as a general store. Portions of the building appear to date something prior to 1883, but they're not quite sure the actual age. By 1887, it housed the Oddfellows Lodge, international fraternity created in the 1700s in London. The structure displays the Mission Revival style. The 13th attraction is the Giddings Brothers and Company building at 101 North Tejon Street. It was built in 1898. Architecture was T.E. Lin. It was originally a dry goods store on the first floor and offices on the upper floors. It's the tallest building in the city at the time of construction. In 1950, Giddings sold the business to Daniel and Fisher, which became May D&F Stores in 1957. This large rectangular brick commercial building is an example of Romanesque revival style. The wrought iron balconies and modern additions reflect current use of the upper stories and residences. It's listed in the National Register as well. Number 14 is St. Mary's Catholic Church, located 22 West Kiowa Street, downtown Colorado Springs. It's built in 1898 to 1902. Architects were Pease and Barber. The congregation held its first Mass in the region in 1860. It's celebrated by Father Joseph Mashobeff, who was the first Catholic bishop in all of Colorado. It's also listed in the National Register. The 15th and final and part of the historic attraction is the El Paso Club 30, East Platte Avenue. Built in 1883, like many other buildings, that was a popular development time, obviously. Architect James E. Ellis Jr. The house was originally built for Colorado College professor James H. Kerr. It's notable for its Queen Anne style features and dragon style for the final topping. In 1890, the El Paso Club purchased the house. The El Paso Club, the oldest men's social club west of Chicago, was organized in Colorado Springs in 1877. Power and elite and prominent business and professional men and ranchers in Colorado Springs, kind of the who's who of Colorado Springs. So there's 15 things in and around downtown Colorado Springs that you may not know about. So I want to provide interesting things for you to look into and just broaden your horizons and help you understand things in your city and our city. So hopefully it was helpful. Hey, if there's a bunch of other things, I'm sure there's dozens of other things that I don't even know about in downtown Colorado Springs that are awesome as well. I'd love to see your comments. Reach out by text, call, or email after the video, or book a calendar event. I'd love to engage with you and love to be your resource guy, reference buying or selling property in and around Colorado Springs. But I also do videos like this, just checking out interesting stuff that you may not know because you don't know what you don't know. Catch you next time.